Hey guys, so I killed the Wither, and then he killed me because I wasn't paying attention. That was a thing. But I was able to go back and get all the items that I had. I'm still back down to basically just bare bones items. I managed to make a good cobblestone pickaxe, but other than that, item-wise, I'm more or less back to square one. I've got some halfway decent diamond armor here. But that was not supposed to be the beginning of my realm. That just happened to be how it worked out. I thought I'd duck in real quick and use the cheat to take out the Wither, go ahead and set up a beacon, and just show it later on. But since the Wither killed me, I decided to go ahead and just start filming and make this the first episode. So, that being said, let's show you around. Alright, so here we are on my realm. We just reset and restarted, so we've only got basic systems in place. This is a church, which we will be expanding. This is where we keep all of our clerics. They're all sent over here, held in place by water elevators. Instead of doing just a traditional, instead of doing a traditional trading area, we wanted to have individual buildings to send all the guys off to. So we're creating a villager sorting system, which lots of other people have done. I can show you our version of it. But this is a result of the villager sorting system and being able to send guys to where we'll actually use them. Eventually all this will be filled with flesh. Looks like my roommate, the other player on the realm right now, has been trading, so that's empty. That over there is our golem farm. We got a double golem farm up and running. Probably plan to do more eventually. Got a good little stack of iron to get us started. Here's our pumpkin patch. We haven't automated it yet. We'll probably be using one of the stomper systems where the pistons come down. If you haven't seen that yet, we'll be putting it together at some point, and I'm sure I'll be recording that. I started hollowing out this mountain. I'm going to probably put a sorting system, filtration system. I'm not exactly sure yet. But I started on a sorting system. This face of a sorting system can be used with multiple different clockworks. So I've just been kind of playing around, seeing what I want to use. For now, it's got the observer block feeding system with Tango's design in the back, with it sorting two instances of items at once. But that's where we stand with our sorting system. Our filtration system is non-existent so far, so we're going to be putting that in. And oh no. Okay, yeah, I'll have some video for you guys of us putting in the filtration system. This is a very basic early game farm. I've seen multiple players use it, namely Hermitcraft players. This is a great early game farm. So we got hoppers down in here to collect whatever falls into these water sources. You just grab your saplings and some bone meal. It works best with jungle and spruce because you only have to bone meal one thing. Eventually this will be fed into an actual sorting system of sorts. So, and eventually this will be a boat elevator. So it's just a series of basically diving boards, and you go up to the level of your tree. Actually, this might be high enough. Yeah, this is high enough. And if you want to get leaves while you're up here, you can get leaves all the way down. Don't have efficiency 5 axe yet, but it allows you to chop down trees from the top down. so that you can do it much faster, and it caters to the woods that you can grow 2x2. And once we've chopped through the tree, of course all the leaves will be left independent. As they decay, the saplings, apples, whatever, will fall down into the water sources, into the hoppers, and be ready for the next time you come. All you gotta do is replace the bone meal and keep a decent axe on you. I went ahead and repurposed this area just so that I'm doing two different things with this, and this is just a basic cactus farm so that I can get green dye and more cactus. This over here is our sugar farm. It's based on a flying machine farm. I'm not sure if my roommate got it from Il Mango or who he got it from, to be honest. But it's set up on a daylight sensor, and when the daylight status, when it goes from day to night or back and forth, the flying machines will fly across, knock everything into the system, and then we feed it using there it goes. And we feed it using an observer block item elevator system. Let's go ahead and go inside and sleep real quick. We've got the majority of the perimeter lit up. We still run into problems with random mobs coming and going. But we don't want to terraform too much. Now that we've got a beacon, we're really going to start changing up the area. Let's see, so after the sugar farm, this is going to be the second work building for our villagers. My roommate's going to build a library, and we're going to send all the librarians to it. This is the silo system for the sugar farm. Lighting up, showing us how much we got. Eventually, all of this will be hooked up and to where we can divert it to our filtration and storage systems. This is a very basic draft of a villager sorting system. We take villagers out of here. Wow, that guy's hanging out. We take villagers out of here. Sorry, my realm keeps booting me. Villagers come out of here. We bring one villager into this room over here, and we determine which villager it is. And then we're asked a series of questions. Is he a brown coat? Is he a white coat? Is he a cleric? And you go through an entire series of questions, and the end result is that it determines what kind of villager it is. And so you're changing the railcart system as you go through asking the questions, and then it isolates those villagers off in one spot so that we can, for now at least, manually sort out the villagers rather than trying to just push them into different rooms. Lots of people have done a system like that. We're eventually going to be upgrading that and trying to add different levels of automation to it. Alright. Let's go back up over here. There's more stuff to show you up here. This is where we originally brought in villagers. I brought them in on flying machines. I don't know if you've seen my other video. That was during solo play, but we used the exact same thing to bring in villagers and originally store them in this area. No, there's a guy. There he comes. Alright, so this is our villager breeding area. We wanted to expand it, so we used the system that's being used a lot on Hermitcraft, and I believe they're using it on Psycraft too. But basically, you got your control villager up here with the doors, and the doors, I think the doors may have been taken down for now because we're overloading on villagers. But the villagers run the farm. The adult villagers can't see the zombie pigmen. The baby ones can. The baby ones run off the edge into the collection system that you saw down below. Alright. so let's go inside. That's the top end of my boat elevator so that we can come up to that area. Like I said, all this is in very, very early iterations, and eventually we will branch out to our own areas. It's a basic double smelter. This is a storage system for all the stackables that come out of our AFK fish farms. They come up on an observer block item elevator. That room's not being used currently. We got the two tall plants for making dyes. Just our very, very basic storage system here. We've got a boat elevator going all the way down to Y11 and all the way up to the top to where those other villagers were. See, we can come out here, just go out the gate, and then we can just go down here. Anyway, so this takes us back inside. When we want to go down to Y=11, we just jump down. These are the AFK fish farms. We've got two different ones. There's a filtration system underneath that sends all the non-stackables up to this area where we can go through, pick out what we want, put them off to the side. These are enchantments over here, different enchantments. Once we pull everything out of there that we want, so once we took all of this out, we could pull this and it will drain. Here's slime. No, there we go. We're lucky enough that this is in a slime area, so eventually we will have a slime farm here. We just got to isolate exactly which area it is, and we'll go ahead and put an AFK slime farm. So all of this will be AFKable in the same area. But anyway, like I said, this can drain everything that's non-stackable so that we can manage the inventory for these and keep them empty. These were the AFK farms that Skippy6 did, not the ones with the item frame and items, but the ones that he did right before that. These are just basic mines. You've all seen mines. Let's see. And we'll go up top, go to the nether portal. Oh, got off too early. There we go. And show you what else we got. Alright, so we've been setting up and labeling this basic nether area. This was a grinder that hasn't worked too well. We haven't been able to isolate all the spawns out of it. I'll probably show it to you in a later episode, but it's problematic, so we'll have to come back to it. This goes to my base. Let's see, and I'll show you that in just a minute. This goes to the spider grinder. Early on, we found a regular spider spawner, and we've turned it into this little area over here. So they fall down into water sources. The water sources funnel them into this 3x3. We use diorite just because no one else uses it, but we think it kind of actually looks cool from the front. Underneath, we've got all the stuff that can come out of there. All this stuff came from skeleton riders. So we can get wool, string, everything like that. Set up a small enchantment station over here. Need an anvil, but just for charging up our weapons and armor and stuff. This is also a slime chunk over here, so eventually we'll probably be turning that into another AFK area, so that while we're recharging our weapons, we're also getting slimes. Oh man, there we go. Alright, so then we go down here. Oh, okay, I just glitched out for a second. So then we go down here. This will take us to our zombie grinder. It is a basic zombie grinder that we've set up to charge our weapons and keep our flesh coming in. That way we can trade with the clerics. Wow, I just installed the new Optifine, so it's being a little bit buggy. I need to go through and optimize all the options. This is where I started digging once I got my beacon, which you just saw me die to get that beacon. But this is the zombie grinder. Let's see. And here they come. You know, I can't swap that beacon over to damage. And, like I said, I lost all my good swords, so I don't have a optimized sword for this grinder. But it's got the same thing up underneath. Just collects all the items. We haven't put any sort of filtration system to separate out the stackables and non-stackables yet, but eventually we will. Actually, let me grab this. And I'll go ahead and stock up our cleric trading. So it's just got a little mini base here with all the items I've gotten in this area. So that's our zombie grinder. Wow. Alright, this is the first time for me playing with the new Optifine, and let's just say I'm having a troubling experience. Oh, there it goes. Alright, this way goes to the stronghold. This way over here goes to our fortresses, nether fortresses. And this way over here goes to the base that I started on. It's less of a base and just more of a large grinder. We took the Nims grinder. He made a slime block grinder that moves bars of slime back and forth across a spawning area and just pushes guys off. And it is a great grinder. It causes lag. The lag is mostly localized. Oh, I can hear somebody. Guys shooting at me. Excuse me, guys. Alright. I never see gas running through here. And they're all over the place. Eventually, of course, we're going to set up ice roads to get us back and forth faster. Because it is quite some distance away. When we started up the server, the realm, we chose as an option larger biomes. And it means that we do have to travel larger distances, but it also means once we start building customized bases, we'll be able to not only find the right biome, but find the right landscape in which to build that base in that biome. So it's slowed us down in the short game a little bit, but in the long game it's going to help us by giving us better structure. Alright, let's go up here. This base is essentially a gigantic sphere to the floor. The gigantic sphere that I'm working on, that I've made out of leaves. The reason I use leaves is, A, I might leave them, I don't know, but B, they're just a really good scaffolding material, and I can probably just burn this down once I've built a mold if I want to. But here's the Nims grinder. It works really well. The optimized location to stand is somewhere in this area. I got another tree farm over here just in case I need it. But the guys get pushed off edges. They fall, which does most of the damage, and then the magma blocks finish them off. Occasionally I do end up with, oh no, I fell out. Hold on, let me get back up there. I left that gate open. Thanks to the elevator, it only takes a second for me to get back where I was. Alright. Where's that? There we go. But this is the collection area that runs up underneath the magma blocks. It gets picked up by these chests that run back and forth and drop it into this little collection area I've got here. So as you can see, you just get tons of drops. The optimal place to stand down here is somewhere in this area. And you can just hear a ton of guys falling. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do with this base. When I originally set it up, it was exceptionally laggy. Let's go up to the top. All due to this constantly running, slime blocks running back and forth. But as you can see, it's not causing much lag down here anymore due to Optifine. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this base, but we'll see. Anyway, that's a tour of our basic server. This what we got going on so far. I'm going to go ahead and do some work, mine some more around the zombie spawner and see what I can find around there, and I'll get back with you guys. Alright, bye.